Hello students, welcome to my class. Today we are going to talk about learning. So learning. We all have a small idea about learning. Each and every person have their own perspective about the meaning of learning. When a child grows or first trying to learn crawling or standing on his own feet, walking or take his own dress, choose his best color, then he learns many things from his experience. Like learning is the modification of your behavior. Learning is the modification of human behavior through experience. A very popular educationist, Edward Gates said that learning is the modification of human behavior through experience and training. If you want to provide a perfect training, a special training to a child, then he learns many things. The person can learn anything easily if he or she get a special training from his teachers, from his parents, and or from his neighbors, any special person. So learning is a modification of behavior. Learning is any change in behavior through experience or training. Again, another very popular educationist, Guilford said that learning is any change in behavior resulting from experience. So we can say that learning is nothing but the modification of human behavior through experience. From our experience, we can change our present situation, present behavior. If we modify our present behavior, that is learning. In small or in a very easy manner, we can say that learning is that which modifying your behavior through your experience, that is learning. If you proceed forward, then we can see different characteristics, or learning has different characteristics. Learning has different characteristics. First, it is an adjustment process. Learning is an act which provides you the idea based on which you can adjust in any situation, any problematic situation, in any condition, in anywhere, in everywhere you can adjust because of learning. Again, learning is a bond between stimulus and response. It is a bonding between stimulus and response. For example, we can say that a dog, if we take a dog and a plate of meat, when the dog smells the meat, the taste of the meat, if he smells the meat or plate of the meat, he secretes, the dog actually secretes salivation from his mouth. That means the meat is the stimulus and the response is the salivation. The dog is the stimulus and the response is the salivation of the dog. That is the bone, that is learning. It means if you provide a food plate or a meat plate to the dog, or the response is the salivation or the secretion of the salivation from his or from the dog's mouth, that is response, and that is learning actually. Again, learning is an environmental process. It is a product of environment. We can learn anything from the environment. If there is no environment, that means you can learn anything. So these are some characteristics of learning. Again, we can say that in case of characteristics, that learning is the modification of behavior. It is a continuous modification of behavior. If today you modify your behavior to learn anything, again day by day you have to modify your behavior to learn many things. Therefore, we can say that learning is the modification of behavior from your experience. And these are some characteristics of learning. First one is it's an adjustment process. Second one is it is a bond between stimulus and response. And the third one is it's a product of the environment. So these are some characteristics. Again, there are different characteristics available in your book. If you learn many things about the characteristics of learning, then you can go through your textbook and you will get each and every content, each and every characteristic which is given or book, and which is very important or crucial for your study as well as for your higher secondary final examination. And Based on the characteristics, or if we talk about some factors in third as our third topic to this class, that is the factors, some factors which are actually impact on learning. What are the factors actually which impact on learning? First one we can say the physiological factor. First one is physiological factor. Second one is psychological factor. Second one is psychological factor, and the third one is school factor, just or environmental factor. So first one is physiological factor. Physiological factor means your health condition, your health status. If you are not healthy, if you are physically not fit, you will not learn anything. If you learn something, then you must be physically fit. Again, another one small point of physiological factor, that is age. If your age is 16, then you can learn many things easily than an 80 years old person. If your age is 16, you will learn many things easily in comparison to that 80 years old man. Again, regarding psychological factor, we can say a child's interest. If the child is not interested to learn, it is very difficult for the child to get any idea of any topic. If you are interested to learn anything, that means you will get many things, anything easily without having any problem. But if you're not interested to learn, no one can help you to learn those topics or those concepts. If you are not physically fit, if you are not interested to learn anything. Again, regarding psychological factor, we can say another point, that is your motivation. If you are not properly motivated with the content, with the topic, with the curriculum, then it is very difficult for you to learn the topic or learn the concept. You have to motivated without to learn the concept. You have to be focused to learn the concept. It's up to you how do you motivate yourself to learn those things. And again, there is another psychological point or topic that is impact on learning, that is your mental condition. Your mental condition, if you are mentally okay, if you are mentally active, then means if you are mentally able, that means you are ready to learn. Because if you are mentally not fit, then you can't learn. Because mentally fit and mentally active, mentally able person can learn in comparison to mentally inactive person. Again, if we talk about the factors, that is school or environmental factors, if the concept, if the content or the topic is not suitable, is not good with you, if you will not like the concept, you will not get any idea about the concept, you will not know anything about the concept, then please you are not interested to learn actually. It is a very effective factor in today's life, because school or psychology factor as well as physical factor, if all these factors is okay, then you will learn anything. But if you see a child is not okay, if a child is not interested to learn any topic like some math, some very students, you can see many students try to get many concepts regarding many topics, but in case of mathematics, some students are weak and they are not interested to learn. So this will come in school. Again, the behavior of the teacher, the condition, the process of the teacher's teaching. If the teacher's teaching is very good, if the teacher motivated you, then you will learn the concept easily. So these are some factors: psychological factors, physiological factors, and the school or environmental factors. If you okay, physically okay, then you will learn easily. If you are mentally okay, you can learn easily. If you are interested, if you are motivated, then you can learn easily. Or the content or the topic is suitable for you, then you will learn the content easily. Another factor which is actually come under psychology factor, that is reward and punishment. If you are doing well in your examination or in any area, you have to reward it. If someone give you reward or praise, then you will learn the concept easily. So for proper learning or learning should need to take reward is learning should be okay. If you learning need to fulfill, then reward is very important. If the student is doing well in his examination, if his or her parents provide him or her very good reward like anything, or praise him or approach him for future, then he will learn anything easily. Or sometimes punishment play a crucial role in learning. If the child is not doing well, if the child is not focusing in his study, if sometimes the teacher or anyone, maybe his parents, need to provide him some punishment. Based on your punishment, maybe the child will come to the right path to learn anything. So these are some factors which impact on learning. Again, there is some theories, learning theories, that is trial and error learning by Thorndike. Again, Gestalt theory by Kohler, Kafka and Waldemar. Again, conditioning learning, classical conditioning, applied conditioning. So these are some theories. We will discuss all this in our next class. So for today, thank you. If you have any doubt, then you can comment me. So thank you. Bye bye.